Milo, first I'd like to say that thank you for designing this shirt that I got on your website.
Thank you. It's a good shirt.
And before I ask my question, I'd like to preface it by saying that I believe Ronald Reagan said that when we disagree with people, most of the time they're 80% our friend and not 20% our enemy. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to, having said that, I'd like to ask, as someone who is a conservative who believes that conservative principles are important and that we should rah-rah ideas and not people,
yes.
For me, someone personally who cannot vote for Trump, and I apologize for those, you can call me a cuck-servative all you want.
No, it's okay. We're not going to call you names.
My problem...
You cuck.
Hold on.
We're merely going to remind you that you are going to lose your free speech. You're going to have your guns taken away. The Supreme Court is going to entrench abortion law and
off my cold dead hands.
Ruin this country. Well, you see, people like this said they could control it last time. How'd that work out with Obamacare, mate? I mean, this is. Actually, I'm going to be nice. To ask you a question.
Thank you. So I guess my question is as someone who considers himself a conservative, and for the record, I'm voting for Evan McMullin.
Yes, dear.
It's okay. I vote in the state of Maryland. My vote is irrelevant, anyways. How can I, as a young person, help out the conservative cause after Donald Trump? Unfortunately, and I like to say this as blunt as possible, I firmly believe he's going to lose by 12 or more. How can we, as young people, work to develop the conservative movement so that in 4 years, when we put basically Dorothy with a bucket of water up to beat Hillary, how can we educate more young people who are going to be coming up in the next cycle? And then follow-up question is, what happened with the debate with Ben Shapiro? And is there any chance we can reschedule?
I've answered this every day for weeks.
Were you afraid of getting thug-lifed?
No.
Okay.
I was very flattered when those Thug Life videos came out of me, and sort of to be praised in that way felt correct. And then I saw the ones he obviously had made for himself, and he's like a meme killer, isn't he? He's like a meme assassin. When he mentioned Harambe, you knew it was over. I'll answer the second one first because it's the easiest one. Ben Shapiro's job in the media now is to rag on his former employers and tell fibs about me. He literally has no other function in America. He's not able to really to say anything. He's one of those people that's just sort of been internally turned into mush by the candidacy of Donald Trump. Like Glenn Beck. R.I.P. R.I.P. Whatever semblance of sentient life used to exist in that body has floated away into the ether. All that is left is a fucking madman, but not in the good way. Insane. If you want to know, I'll give you the answer again. I'm a lot busier than Ben is, and I didn't reply to an email for I think 9 days, and he took the opportunity to say, "Aha! See, he's backed out. He's a coward." People charging the stage, snatching mics and taking swings for me don't scare me. University officials who are trying to bankrupt my tour by imposing 10 grand security fees don't scare me. Feminists sending dead animals through my letterbox don't scare me. Ben Shapiro doesn't scare me. I would perfectly happy to do a debate with him any day of the week, but he has now taken the position that I'm whatever. Give me a fucking break. Also, of course, I prefer to debate people of a similar stature, and I've taken his audience and his careers over. Shame. On your first question, which I've now forgotten, and I'm going to talk for a little while I remember. Yes, what can young people do? Well, I'm going to give you some tough love. You could have done it this election, you chose not to. You could have picked a winner. You could have chosen somebody, you might not have liked him personally, but you could have chosen somebody who was going to uphold the First and Second Amendments and appoint good people to the Supreme Court, which he obviously was. He obviously took a lot of advice on that list. I can't think of a single prominent Republican who had a bad thing to say about his Supreme Court nominee list. You could have voted for him, but instead you are contributing to Hillary Clinton joining the White House. I don't think you have any right to call yourself a conservative. I don't much care to give you advice after this election. I hope you never vote again. Just because I'm up here doesn't mean I have to be nice. Bye.